Alright, a couple of you guys have asked me to make a video guide for how to get Star Citizen running in VR using your Rift or your Vive and VorpX as a 3D injector. I may have to do this in a pair of videos and combine them because VorpX and OBS don't play well together. So, first thing you want to do is get VorpX. You can just go to VorpX.com and collect it. There you go, VorpX.com. Buy it now, get the updated version, and make sure that this is updated. They're at 16.1.2 at the moment. So once you've installed that, you will end up with VorpX on your desktop. You want to configure this, and on the general page, look for what device you're going to use. For me, it's the Oculus Rift, HTC Vive. The DK2 is in there as well. These are the options you want selected. Use the built-in audio device, enable head tracking roll, show the start message, enable the expert settings, and once you select enable expert settings, you'll see these two pop up down below, which is run as administrator and don't show the start page on launch. So you will apply that, and then go to, yes, I do want it to make changes to my PC. Once that's done, go to Cloud Profiles. You'll see here I'm logged in. If you haven't set up an account, you come down here where it says Log Out on mine, and you will create a app or create a profile and get your free account for VorpX. And up here, we're going to type in Star Citizen. And all right, we have Star Citizen 2. Gerald Evans, that's the profile we're going to use. You import this. Hey, it's imported. Apply and close. So that's that. VorpX is configured. You'll see, though, that it did start over here. We want to make sure that we pause the watcher at this point. All right, so if we look at it again, it says resume, and it says start desktop viewer, not pause watcher and exit the viewer. So we know that all of this stuff is idling in the background and it's not actually running. Next thing you want to do is go to your NVIDIA control panel or AMD Crimson. I don't have an AMD card, so I can't tell you the particulars of that, but I do know that there's a two-step. It's under additional settings, and you'll need to not only set the resolution for your custom resolution, but you'll also need to set the refresh in there as well. As far as NVIDIA goes, you go to the NVIDIA control panel, under display, change resolution, and here we'll hit customize. All right, you'll see that I've already set this up. The window that the Rift can see and that the Vive can see are the same. It's 1080 wide by 1200. And I set this at my monitor's refresh rate of 60 Hertz. I've since adjusted my personal use to 1100 by 1100 and 60 Hertz. What that does, it does move the edges out a little bit so that I don't actually see the very edge of the window in my Rift. But it also moves the bottom of the window up a little bit, which means that I can see the chin piece of my helmet. So without having to look down at my feet, I know that I'm wearing my suit and I can EVA without, dying. I've already got these here, but what you'll do, create custom resolution, dial in the horizontal and the vertical. So again, you're going to want either 1080 or the 1100 that I'm using, and a vertical of 1200 or 1100. You can tweak that as you like. For the refresh, don't exceed the refresh of your monitor. I've got a crappy LED panel, so it's set at 60 hertz. If you set it too high, like you want to set it at 90, which is what your headset can do, what you'll end up with is a lot of flickering on your monitor. So set that in here. You'll hit test. I'll just make one here for you anyway. Let's say 1600 by 1080, because why not? Not that I'm going to use it. I test this, and hey, do I want to save this resolution? Yes. Yes, I do. And after a brief adjustment, what you'll see is now in my custom resolutions, I've got my 1600 by 1080 by 60 hertz resolution saved. I'm going to delete that because it's nothing I'll ever use. For those of you who are having trouble getting that to test properly, what you can do is plug it into a different display. If you have another monitor laying around, some people have found that the current monitor that they're using doesn't actually like testing the resolution that you're going to need for Star Citizen to work. So they've tested alternate monitors, plug it into your TV, an old monitor that you have. If you're using DisplayPort, try HDMI. You just need to get the control panel, either NVIDIA or the AMD Crimson, to accept your 1200 or your 1100 by 1100 or 1080 by 1200 resolution. So that's that. We're going to close this up. Next up, start Star Citizen. I had it running already, but we're going to launch the game. All right, and here I am. It's already windowed. It's set up in 1920 by 1080 for my monitor. You want to go into key binding under keyboard and mouse and advanced controls. So for flight and movement, I have unbound pitch and yaw. So flight movement, you'll see there are no mouse controls here. And flight targeting, same deal. No mouse axes. I do have missile lock on that, but you know, I don't use that. I use my joystick. What that does, though, is it allows the Rift to use its tracking as a mouse. So you don't have to enter free look. Just by looking, you're driving your head as a mouse to look around. So, got that set. We'll come back here, and under graphics, we're going to, again, make sure this is on full screen off. So, no. You can run this in very high. I've got a 980 Ti on here, and in the headset I can see what the frames per second are. Outside the headset I can't, because my monitor only displays 60, so it caps out there. However, I'm going to come down here and I will select my resolution. I'm using 1100 by 1100 again. Do I want to use this? Yes, yes I do. Now that I'm in here and I've got my window 1100 by 1100, I'll tab out so that I can use my desktop and come down, resume the watcher, and start the desktop viewer. All right, headset on time. All right, because the profile is set up the way it is, when you put your headset on, it'll be in virtual, or it'll be in VR mode automatically. You can see moving my head moves my mouse. Press your delete key and come down under main settings, virtual cinema mode on. Ah, of course. Alt space, which I know used to bring up the mouse for Star Citizen, is also recenter view. So virtual cinema mode on. Now I can look around. My mouse isn't moving all over my screen. It also means that, nicely enough, I can see. There we go. It means I can see everything on my screen. So some of the things you'll run into when you get into the game, because the menus aren't built for VR, stuff like your mobiGlass will be resized, and the menus don't really work there as well. All right, so I will go into electronic access here. Arena Commander. Just put this in Drone Sim. And let's see, what should we use today? I'm partial to the Scout, so I'll go with that. We're in free flight. I'm going to launch that, and I'll take myself back out of virtual cinema mode. So while the game's loading, when I turn my head, move my head around, I see just the loading screen static, and it's moving with me. So, you know, everywhere I look, I'm still looking at a static window. Once the game launches, it is no longer like that. All right. So, here I am, in-game. Everywhere I look, everywhere I move my head, I can look, I can roll my head, not a problem. And it's totally independent of what I do with the stick and with the throttle.
Front crash close.
Now, unfortunately, the Scout is no gimbaled weapons with the stock size 3s. So, virtual cinema mode back off. Let's say we exit to the menu. Let's take this to Crusader. Now, one thing you did see is wherever I looked, my HUD was also moving with me. So information about my ship and my shields, a target if I had one, and also the weapons that I have enabled or equipped also show up and are forced into the standard window size of the custom resolution we've made. If you run this at 1920 by 1080, which some people have done, all of your HUD elements will be well outside of your field of view for the headset. So good idea to make sure you're running it in something the Rift or the Vive can actually use. Speaking of that, there's a couple guys who have gotten this running on a Gear VR. So using Stream Theater, and there's another app they can use for that. You can use your S6 or S7 through Gear VR and still play Star Citizen. Alright, so you can see I'm in a spacesuit already. and everybody is already aware of the server-side frame rate issues we're having here. I don't need the chat window up. Alright, like I said, if you look at the top left corner, I can still see that I am in a monitored space and an armistice zone. If you had set this up at 1080 or at 1920 by 1080, those would be outside of our view, as would my health monitor. And at the bottom of my screen, I can see the chin piece. So even if I if I didn't want to look all the way down at my body to see I'm in a spacesuit, well, doesn't really matter. I can see that I'm wearing a helmet.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Alright, how about something with gimbaled weapons? Everyone likes a Starfarer, right?
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Like I said,
please try again later.
Everyone likes a Starfarer. Let's go get one anyway. Alright, so I'm over at B10. We're going to go over to another pad. Now, when you're on foot, look also kind of drives your direction. So it's best to coordinate your hand and head movements to alleviate any motion sickness if you're prone to that. Hey, yeah, I don't want to go up there yet. Woo.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue. This station has been designated. Selection confirmed.
All right, C00.
Delivered to the launch platform.
Now, if I had a freelancer, this would be another great example. But one of the awesome things about both the Starfarer which somebody has thankfully blown up for me. Yeah. Well, that's awkward. One of the awesome things about the Freelancer and the Starfarer is the cheek guns on them are actually gimbaled. And I'd totally show that to you, but somebody has seen fit to blow it up.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck.
By the way, devs, if any of you are watching, it would be really nice to fix this, because now it's going to cost me either 13,000 UEC to get it back, which I'll pay this time.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time.
I won't pay it this time.
We apologize for any inconvenience. Please try again later, or select a different ship.
But again,
Selection
either
confirmed.
my ship gets blown
Your
up,
ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
and I pay the premium because somebody's decided it would be fun to crash into it, or I wait 20 minutes. Not exactly sure what the answer is there. All right. Trusty and amazing constellation. For whatever reason, people don't like blowing these up nearly as much.
Landing request approved. Landing complete. System critical. Welcome to Rocket Space Industries.
All right,
Enjoy
so
the flight. System check.
this is part of the. This is what's really cool about running with the Rift. So if I want to look at one of my screens, I can just roll my mouse wheel. I can zoom in on those. Got my shields, power, targeting. I don't have anybody flying with me at the moment, but you know, if I did, just by looking around normally, I'd be able to see the rest of my crew. So,
Landing gear raised.
take off, we'll check out the place where our Starfarer would have
Radar
been.
contact. Stand by. Scanning.
Tequila. Yeah, I don't see much of it
Radar
left.
contact. Stand by. Scanning.
All right, so there's my target. I've got
Radar
Trolla,
contact.
and to the left, because we were running in this custom resolution, I can see the indicator saying that he's over there.
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Collision alert. Port. Radar contact. Stand
Yes,
by.
but
Scanning.
it's not actually. No collision for us today.
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning.
Hey, there's our guy.
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Collision alert. Low. Radar contact. Stand by.
The other cool thing
Scanning.
about running with VR is wherever you look, you can jump to. So I don't have to have the ship pointed at that. I just look up at the ICC probe, select it, ship will take care of that for me.
Test
Radar
center.
contact. Stand
Random
by.
ship.
Scanning.
Come in, random ship. Hi. Welcome to the
And
neighborhood.
there's everybody's
Second-class junior cartographer
favorite
Tessa Bannister reporting in.
junior cartographer.
I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now. Anyway, there was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
You know, I could probably do that. Hey.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning.
Alright, pinned one of the guys here as a known target. And again, there's our targeting window. Let's kind of zip in there and see how gimbaled weapons work.
Radar contact. Standby. Scanning.
That Saber looks like it's seen better days.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Standby. Scanning.
Alright, there's our pirates. And, hey, gimbaled weapons.
Run and you die. Fight and you die.
Enemy down.
Alright, where's the other pirate? There we go.
Port shields damaged. Port shields damaged. Standby. Forward shields. Enemy down. Standby. Scanning. Radar contact.
So, once the
Standby.
pirates are
Forward shields.
dispatched, you can complete your mission. But as you can see, gimbaled weapons help quite a bit.
Radar contact. Standby. Scanning.
Finally, some easy bits.
Standby. Scanning. Radar contact.
More pirates. There's my targeting pip, just about out of range of the headset.
Starboard shields damaged. Standby. Forward shields. Standby. Forward shields. Chaff away. Flare selected. Flare away. Standby. Forward shields. Flare away. Flare away. Flare away.
And there's our mission. Anyway, guys, as you can see, everywhere I look, my view changes. It's pretty much like I'm in here. It's quite awesome. Everything feels a lot better to scale.
Radar contact.
I'd love to
Stand
have
by.
shown you what
Scanning.
love to have shown you what the Starfare looks like when it's actually to size. You feel really, really kind of puny looking at it. Anyway, it's pretty awesome stuff. So, if anyone has any questions, go ahead, send me a PM, respond in the comments of the video. However you like, I will get back to y'all as I can. Hey, thanks for watching.